Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you guys have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to keep up with some reviews and demos of some of the newest and some that have been lingering around makeup type products. If you guys are curious, definitely make sure you're keeping up so you don't miss anything good. If you guys are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back and for continuing to come back and comment and just share and let's discuss, talk about makeup, your favorites, my favorites. I think I just love when people comment and I like start to notice like kind of like your profile name and stuff. So it's always nice to kind of see people who keep coming back and really enjoy my channel, and that's honestly just what keeps me going and just makes me even more excited to film videos that people actually want to see and continue to come back to see. So thank you guys so much. Today I wanted to do a review and demo on a newer product. This is the MAC 24-Hour Studio Fix Concealer. I know, MAC. I know it's been a while since I've done a non-drugstore product, but I've been curious because I know MAC was definitely, other than drugstore, MAC was kind of like my transition into makeup with like higher end, but still for me, MAC, I like MAC prices. MAC is like still in between before you really get into like the Sephora realm of prices, even the ultra, the high end side of it, where some concealers are $30 or more. That hurts the wallet a little bit. So even the foundations, you know, are around like the $25, $30 some dollar ranges for MAC. So just, you get to experiment and, you know, maybe find some products that you really love. So it's been a while since I've used a MAC concealer. The one that I used was the Pro Longwear. Love that one. Does everybody remember the hype with MAC Pro Longwear concealer? I haven't bought that in a while, but I wanted to try this one, the 24-Hour Studio Fix. From what I see on the MAC website, it looks like they have about like 30 plus shades, 33 shades, which I think is great. It's awesome. They might even have more. In general, with this whole like debate of whenever brands come out with, you know, a kind of complexion product, foundation, concealer, and they come out with like 10, 12 shades maybe, you know, it's like what is going on? But then you have some other brands who come out with like 30, 40 plus shades, which is awesome because, you know, it's not one size fits all. Everybody has a different undertone, a different, you know, kind of preference when it comes to makeup. So MAC has always been pretty good about having the really large selection, whether you fall under the NWs or the NCs. And I got mine in the shade NW25 because MAC coloring can also be very confusing. You would think W would be for a warm undertone and C would be for a cool undertone, which is what I always thought, and they always matched me to be like an NC25, which is really more on the warmer side. But, you know, figured it out, and I was like, let's get an NW25, which I really like, even right now that I'm tanner, and then I feel like as my tan fades, this would be like closer to my skin tone as well. So I picked up NW25, and I like this color selection for myself. So if you're around my shade range, maybe if you got a little bit tanner right now, it's definitely gonna be a little bit more brightening, but as my tan face is gonna be closer to my skin tone. So I like that it has a, you know, traditional doe foot applicator, and you can just kind of dip and just kind of swab on the face. Especially that problem with the MAC Pro Longwear is that it was so potent. You just needed the like half a pump as opposed to like the whole pump product, so it's kind of a little bit harder to control. So with this 24-hour concealer, you can really control how much dot it on and just kind of go. You can slather it on, as a lot of us like to do with it. So I like that feature of it. Also, this is $22, which for higher end makeup, honestly not too bad. If you're looking at is a high end product as opposed to drugstore. Also right now, I just checked, it looks like Nordstrom is having sales on a bunch of MAC product, this included. So this is about $18, like $18 and some change right now at Nordstrom. So it'll save about $4+ on this. If you guys are interested, they have a sale right now. I picked up mine before the sale, but still not too bad for a higher end product. I'm like, ooh. So this is supposed to be a 24-hour smooth wear foundation. I don't know if I would ever, you know, advise to wear makeup that long because you need to let your skin breathe, but I look at it as this is supposed to last really, really long. So if you're someone who's out and about all day, every day, and you want something that's just gonna go on your face and stay there, then these are the type of products you want, a long wearing product. So this is perfect. I feel like especially if you have a workday schedule at 9 to 5, add in your commute time in the morning, add in your commute time in the evening. Maybe you're even staying longer, or you don't take off your makeup, so who knows when. Maybe you're meeting friends up after. One thing I will agree, this formula feels really lightweight, but at the same time it does add some coverage. When I added this, I did one eye at a time because I did kind of see like some people putting it on maybe under one eye, the other eye, and then, you know, all over the face, and then blending it out. I think it's might be a little bit quick drying, so I did one eye at once to really give it a chance and see how it's gonna perform. So I did it underneath one eye, and I would say it's definitely closer to medium coverage, but with a hint of light. This is not a full coverage concealer. This is not like Tarte Shape Tape, or maybe like just a little bit less than ColourPop, almost kind of close to there. I would say similar to maybe like a ColourPop no filter concealer kind of a coverage. So it's like medium, a little bit lighter, like a hint of a lightness to it. So it's also gonna have that lightweight feeling. So for those of you who maybe you're like, I don't need a full coverage concealer, or I don't want a full coverage concealer to get that heavy feeling, I don't want to feel like I have makeup on my face, I think you're gonna like this so much better. With that though, I feel like if you do have dark circles, I feel like it will conceal them, but it's not gonna completely hide them. If you can see in my review and demo, I kind of did it on my right eye first and blended it out, and I can kind of see it, you know, kind of peeking on through there. But then when I did do it, I was like, okay, so say if I wanted to add a little bit more, is this buildable? Is it gonna cake underneath my eye? So I added another, like kind of dotted around the darkness of my eye, another little layer just to see, is this buildable? I don't know. I did that, blended it out. I love that it did not crease. It did not look like it was about to crease or anything. So this is definitely a nice buildable coverage concealer, but it's not totally like, oh man, I need like all these layers just to like kind of conceal my dark circles. I think it's definitely an improvement in, you know, kind of comparing it to my other eye with nothing at all. It does brighten, but it still feels really lightweight. So I do like that. Adding it on my other eye, I only did one application of it on my left eye, and I think they look maybe about the same. Like I think it was fine. Maybe I added a little bit more, but just kind of having one layer of it, I like it. It brightens, it makes a difference. It does kind of what you want with concealer, so you don't look totally dead. You can't really see my dark circles on my eyes. It's not something you notice right away, so I do appreciate that. I love the blendability of it. I feel like it's super creamy. I use my beauty blender with it, but they also do kind of recommend, I think it's like the MAC Precision Rounded Top Brush, and I think that's really great if you do want that extra coverage, because I do love a beauty blender, but as we all know with foundation concealer, it can, you know, soak up some of the product, so that could be part of it as well. So if you're someone who likes maybe a brush to blend out your concealer, I think you're really gonna get that full coverage look, kind of build it up even more, get that more towards medium to full as opposed to medium with a hint of a light. So it's really versatile. Kind of build it up and add it underneath your eyes as you please, and you can get the result that you want. I think overall, as I use this more, I actually like it more. I think this is perfect for every day, and or if you want to go glam. This is perfect for those of you who are going to be out and about really early to like the end of the day and you want something to put on your face that's gonna stay there all day long. Or if you're also someone who you know, want to put your face together but you want to feel like you're wearing all this makeup, I love that it feels so lightweight. The more that I use it, the more that I like it, and the more that I want to use it, and the more that I especially like that. For me, who creases underneath my eyes, I don't see it. I even built it up with an extra layer and I didn't see that, so I love that it does not crease. I would definitely recommend trying out this concealer. Also, they have a great color selection, so you're bound to find something that you really like. So if you are at your local Macy's, Nordstrom, you are at a MAC counter, or even at Ulta where they have the MAC girls, guys there, get color match. Find your perfect shade. I love that you can do that. I love that you have someone at MAC who can help you out and you can find a shade, whether it's close to your skin tone if you want to brighten a little bit, maybe you want to get a darker color to contour with. Whatever you choose, you can find something of your choice. I hope you guys enjoyed that review and demo. I was pleasantly surprised with this MAC concealer, especially since it's been a while. It's different than the Pro Longwear, but depending on what you like or didn't like about it, you're gonna like something about this as well. I've been missing MAC products. I remember it was all about MAC, MAC, MAC. feel like they're trying to make a come up here, so I'm definitely interested in maybe checking out some of their other things. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.